We know that the situation in Kwazulu-Natal and Gauteng remain very tense as the looting continues. Karinda Jagmohan is in the Durban CBD where a clean-up operation is underway. Karinda, if you could give us a roundup as to the events that have been transpiring in the Durban CBD today.
Absolutely. A good day to you. I'm on one of the major roads in the Durban CBD. It's near the City View Mall that has been ransacked. Many of these private shops absolutely ransacked by looters who managed to get away, we understand, with some of the goods here, but much has been left out on the street. My colleague Lungelo Zungu, who's behind the camera, we're just going to walk through the mess on the street. And like you're saying, this is the cleanup operation that police must undertake. They're stationed just nearby, watching out for who is in the area, who is walking past. They're stopping pedestrians, checking their bags, stopping some vehicles, some major or bigger vehicles as well, trying to separate the looters from the civilians. And I want you to take a look at the stores and the damage that has been done. Specifically, this Itala ATM here has been completely wrecked. Now, my colleague Tumaole was here much earlier. Our viewers must have seen him clashing with looters as police tried to make arrests, but they had stones thrown at them. Reporters had stones thrown at them and were under attack as looters were busy here. But you can just check how looters really took out the whole machinery of this ATM, possibly trying to find some cash. And then again here, look, the entire machine has been completely removed here. This is one ATM, and we understand that this has happened at various other points. Let's take a walk further down the street as well, Lungelo, to show our viewers the furniture that has been left out as we take a walk through here. The shops have been broken into, doors ripped open. Take a look at this Durban Electrical Wholesalers. My heart aches for the owners of these stores that must rebuild. You can see this damage. Everything has been destroyed. There's phones on the floor, equipment on the floor, just everything completely ransacked, as is the rest of these stores on the street. Around at least 20 small shops, small businesses that have suffered the consequences of the looting of the past at least 24 hours now, when we saw some looting started unfolding yesterday. Now, we do understand that the Premier is expected to speak to the media this evening. This is according to a member of his office who tells us that this evening he is expected to speak on the damage and destruction here. This as the South African National Defence Force have been called in to have their forces on the ground as these protests unfold, this looting unfolds. You can take a look at the amount of alcohol as well. I want to tell you that just earlier we saw the Metro Police officers that we're confiscating some of the goods, emptying out a number of alcohol bottles as well as they confiscated that. Factory shop Planet Sleep, glass completely broken. Furnished Police completely ransacked. I'm just reading the names of these small businesses that have now suffered dire consequences of the looting here. Yesterday, the Economic Development MEC, Ravi Pillay, tells me that 100 million rand in damages were caused by the protests. That was over the weekend, but now, of course, this particular day across the country, one can imagine that the cost must have increased. This is where we are at, and right now I can tell you, according to a local police officer, about the arrests he made, he says the cells are full. We know over 100 people have been arrested in KwaZulu-Natal, and we expect that number must have increased by this evening.
Karinda Jagmohan coming to us live from the Durban CBD, where, as you can see, the situation has calmed in the sense that the looting has stopped, but you can see the tornado that has been left behind there, furniture still outside that has been abandoned. Thank you very much, Karinda Jagmohan.